What's up guys? In today's video, let's do a quick update here on Tesla. So if you guys seen my previous video, I kind of called it the bottom. Sure enough, I got lucky there, or maybe there were some skills involved, but we did end up bouncing off those levels. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you where I think is a good time to start selling and what kind of price targets here we could be seeing in the next couple of weeks. So let's get started. All right, so let's take a look here at our daily chart of Tesla. And as we can see here, if I change my moving average to 200 days, you will see that we ended up tagging this line perfectly. And sure enough, we're getting a sell-off off this level, as well as we have this resistance here at around $200, which is the one I was calling in my previous video. If we look at our MACD here, we are past this zero line, but starting to get a little bit overextended. Now, last time we got overextended, for example, back here in April 2022, well, guess what? Followed by this major sell-off. So again, we got overextended here in August of 2022, again, followed off by a sell-off. So is the same going to happen here? We have that overextension on the daily chart. We have that stochastic RSI in this overbought territory. So everything is pointing to us pulling back from these levels. So let's kind of try to see what are some of these reasonable levels to pull back to. Well, one level that catches my eye is this support right here around that $167, $168. Also, we have this gap right here between $144 and around $160 that I think could possibly get filled in. So this is definitely our area of interest. This wouldn't be out of a question, pulling down to these zones. Also, if we change our moving average here down to that 50-day moving average, you'll see that this is actually sitting right around here. So I think this is a very strong, zone to be looking for on this pullback. Now, the question is, once we get down here, do we end up holding this level or do we end up selling a little bit more? So that is kind of what I want to discuss in this video as well. So two scenarios I'm preparing for. We get this pullback because everything is overextended here. We get a stochastic RSI to come back down, and then bam, we get that second run up, possibly trying to take out that 200-day moving average. Again, if I put it back on our screen, and sorry guys, I don't have premium trading view as of right now. Hopefully in the future, maybe if more of you guys subscribe and hit that like button, I will be able to afford a premium version of trading view. So if you guys want to help me out, by all means, please do so. So maybe on that second try, we end up breaking this 200-day moving average here, and sure enough, run up a little bit higher from here, which would actually just create this nice trading channel right here. Again, my lines are a little bit shaky here. Let's try and do it this way. So maybe a trading channel would be formed, somewhere in this area right here. So that would be on the bullish side. Now, for this bearish scenario, let's see. So if we end up breaking this zone right here, then definitely look for us to pull back down here, break that zone, fill in that gap around at $144 to $154, and hopefully we start seeing some buyers. If not, then it wouldn't be out of the question if we end up going all the way down to these previous lows around $120 and retesting this support area right here. So as a little trick I like to do anytime we end up running up like we have here in the past couple of weeks, I do like to take some profits off the table. Now, even though I believe in Tesla for the long run and I definitely want to hodl some shares, I also don't want to give up all these gains I've had over the last few weeks, and the gains have been pretty nice. This stock has run up. If we go back, when we measure when I last released my video to where we currently are sitting, that's around 70%, and it'd be a shame to give it all up. So what I did end up selling 50% of my Tesla position once we tagged that 200-day moving average, and I'll be leaving the rest to see kind of, do we end up going higher from here, or do we end up selling off, which, I would just end up buying a little bit more shares and we go back down to $120 or possibly as low as $95. Now, let's quickly go over to our weekly chart right here. So On this weekly chart, it's a little bit more obvious that this still has a bearish tone to it. If you see, you know, we're just tagging this strong support resistance line right here. We haven't really broken above here. We haven't broken that 200-day moving average. Again, if I put it back on the screen for you guys to see, you know, so it still is bearish right now. We're still kind of, you know, trending in this downward direction. And like I said, it wouldn't be out of the question for Tesla to hit around 120 bucks again, possibly as low as 90 bucks. Now, again, the stochastic RSI right here on the weekly is starting to get into this overbought territory, and the MACD has crossed over to the upside, but still beneath this zero line right here. So I would be treading a little bit lightly with Tesla right here. We're still not out of the woods, and if the market pulls back more next week or in a couple of weeks here, as we are overextended, you know, if you look at the broad market, then I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla comes back to around that $120. Hopefully you guys found some value in this video. If you did, again, please don't forget to smash that like button, possibly subscribe, and we'll see you in another video. Cheers.